We all know that Kratos is immortal, a different kind of immortal than all the other gods he has faced or encountered. Kratos is cursed to walk the earth forever, but how can that be? Who cursed him so? And does that mean death has no power over him? Let's find out. But before we do so, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more content just like this. Oh, and if you haven't realized, I've started uploading gaming videos now. Expect to see more gaming content from now on, and tune in to my stream scheduled on the 14th of November where I play my first Souls game ever. Anyway, let's get into the video. First of all, what's all this about a curse to walk the earth forever? Who claimed Kratos possessed such immortality? Well, Cory Barlog did. The godfather of God of War said it himself.
Altogether kind of screwed up past, right?
Well, that's the thing, is part of his past, if it's Kratos, is also to do with things that have happened to his blood family, right?
Yes.
So it's like that, I feel like that makes it even more significant, and as he's lost everything, that's what kind of made him who he is. And then it's like, but what if I lose you? Like,
he can never, ever, ever forget that, right? He is wearing the spoilers, the sort of memory of that event forever. He can't die. He's doomed to walk the earth forever, right? And being alone with his own thoughts obviously is terrible, right? So this kid is his lifeline, right? His relationship with the boy's mother and his son are the things that were kind of keeping him somewhat sane. But he's still on a journey, right? It is truly, like, for me, the earned moment of being able to have a real moment or connection with his son.
Yeah, and it's that.
So there it is. Kratos' immortality summed up by pretty much the creator of God of War himself. But then, who cursed Kratos? I think the interview was quite clear. The oracle from Athens was the one who cursed Kratos to walk the earth forever. Wait, hold on. Just bear with me. Listen to what she says.
For how could he forget spilling the blood of his own family? A cruel trick orchestrated by the god of war.
My wife, my child, how? They were left in Sparta.
You are becoming all I'd hoped you'd be, Kratos. Now, with your wife and child dead, nothing will hold you back. You'll become even stronger. You will become death itself.
But as the flames consumed the temple, Kratos realized his true enemy was the god who once saved his life. The same god who had now taken everything from him.
Ares!
From this night forward, the mark of your terrible deed will be visible to all. The ashes of your wife and child will remain fastened to your skin, never to be removed.
And with that curse, all would know him for the beast he had become. His skin white with the ash of his dead family. The ghost of Sparta had been born.
The oracle's curse, binding the ashes of Kratos' wife and child to his skin, marks him with a visible reminder of his tragic past. This curse isn't just a punishment, it's a transformation linking him to his actions and their consequences in a way that transcends mortality. The ashes serves as a symbol of his eternal grief and guilt, visible for all to see, which suggests a fate worse than death. Why do you think Kratos is known as the ghost of Sparta? A ghost. By marking Kratos in such a way, the curse effectively forces him to carry the weight of his sins indefinitely, making him a ghost in both spirit and appearance, haunting the world with the memory of his deeds for all eternity. This could be interpreted as a form of eternal life, where he is unable to escape his own past. Even if his body dies, the legacy of his actions, the curse, and his reputation will continue to haunt him, forcing him to walk the earth forever as a reminder of his unending suffering and remorse. Yes, I know we've seen Kratos die multiple times after the events of his curse. He dies in God of War 1. God of War 2, God of War 3, and God of War Chains of Olympus. So if Kratos is cursed to walk the earth forever, how is it that he can die then? Well, that's the beauty of the curse. The beauty of Kratos' curse lies in its relentless, cyclical nature, a haunting melody woven into his very essence. Even in death, he finds no peace. His soul, bound by ashes and memories, is drawn back from the void like a ghostly tide called by an unyielding moon. The oracle's words are not merely a curse of a guilt and remembrance, but a tether to life itself, binding him to the world as if it were a stage set only for his torment. No matter how many battles he wages, no matter how far he may fall, he rises anew, pulled back to life by the gravity of his own sins. He is destined to walk among the living as a shadow, an echo, forever haunted by what he cannot undo. The ashes are his eternal shroud, his spectral guise, ensuring that he never truly dies, for his punishment is not to perish, but to persist. Forever bound to walk the earth, forever haunted by what he was, forever burdened by what he will always become. But then, what about the fact that Kratos' ashes are potentially fading away? Corey Barla claims that the ashes on Kratos' skin are fading away a little bit.
Is the ash that covers Kratos fading over time?
A little bit.
Okay, I'm getting convinced.
If Kratos' ashes are fading, it could symbolize a transformation within him, a subtle shift from being wholly consumed by his past to finding a flicker of inner peace or redemption. Rather than contradicting the curse, this fading can reflect the slow release of his spirit from the chains of guilt and regret that have defined him. The curse remains, still binding him to his deeds, yet as Kratos evolves, finding new purpose and embracing a more measured path, the ashes begin to lift as a mark of his personal journey. The ashes fading doesn't signal freedom from the curse, but rather a new dimension of it. They remain part of him, but as he moves forward, they lighten, whispering of forgiveness he may one day find for himself. Like scars that pale with time but never vanish, the ashes persist, a softened echo of what he's endured. They remind him and the world of the man he once was, even as he strives to redefine himself. Thus, Kratos is still bound to walk the earth, cursed with eternal life, but perhaps, inch by inch, he's permitted the grace to carry his burden with less pain. So there you have it. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and consider joining the channel as a member to gain access to some special perks. Other than that, don't forget to check out my gaming content and tune into my stream on the 14th of November. Click on the notify me button on the stream to be reminded.